And we're live. Yay. Happy Monday. Yay. This is Bree. Say hey, Bree.
Hey.
So, my name's Alana. I am one half of Digital Green Book. And today I am bringing you the amazing Salute Bree. This young lady is one of the most flexible people I've ever met in my life. Okay. I first met Bree when I went down to a Wade Bryant stretch class down in Miami, and we immediately hit it off. Her spirit is just so loving, so patient, and the amount of talent that she has wrapped up in her body is insane. It's insane to me. Um, for those of you who don't know Bree, I want to pull up her website so you can follow along here. You literally can go to salute Bree with 2e's.com. And it literally goes over her back history. You can order services on here. She does online coaching and in-person coaching. So I definitely recommend you plugging in with her website. Definitely. So Bree, I am so super excited to have you here. I know we were going to link up last week, but both of our schedules were a little weird last week. But thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. So I want to get a little bit into you. So tell me when you first realized you were flexible and how you had an interest in it.
When I first realized I was flexible, I would say when I was in elementary school. Yeah, when I was in elementary school, but I never did anything except splits. Like I used to just hop into them. I didn't stretch. I didn't cheer. My parents didn't have me anything. We used to literally be in the living room, and they used to be like, "Bree, do your little dance," and I used to sit in the split and just wire line. And they used to be like, "You need to put her in gymnastics or something," but I never did anything until I got into like the 5th grade of elementary. Yeah. And I didn't realize that I was extremely like flexible, like on a contortionist level until I hit middle school, like 6th grade.
So what is a contortionist? Because some people don't know what that is.
A contortionist is someone who is extremely flexible. That's what I would say. I would say anyone who considers themselves a contortionist can bend their body in like a certain position. Like it doesn't have to be all the way down or something. They just bend it, or handstands is certain moves and stuff that they're able to do. You probably see it at the circus and things a lot. Like some contortionists are into like aerial dance. Some contortionists are into pose. Some do everything. And that's something that I'm trying to do, like every single style of dance, like eventually. But simply book definition, contortionist is just bending your body like in an extreme way. Yeah.
To some angles that most people wish they could, like what people consider extreme angles in a way. So I think the coolest thing when I first met you in the stretch class, Wade was going through some advanced poses. And that was so fascinating for me because I'm like, can people really do these things? You just bust that leg. Let's go. But it's not just for the wow factor of it, it's literally the muscular training. Because I think what a lot of people don't realize is it takes a lot of strength to be able to hold your own body weight up in certain positions.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. And at first, I used to just concentrating on just like I used to be okay at one level. When I started doing more things and advancing myself to a higher level, I'm like, I'm using more parts of my body. Like I'm feeling it in my shoulders and things like that. I'm working out different body muscles and stuff like that. And people only be like, "Oh, she's so little. She can do those things because she's so little." But it's not. It's because I really trained myself to do these things since you see 6th grade. Even if I did stop for quite a moment, I was consistent so long. Like I told you, when I was in 6th grade, every day I had a gym period. That gym period was me and my friends' time to stretch, flip across the desk. We just made it happen with whatever way we can. Like, and that's what I'm still trying to do now. Like, that's why you see me on my sofa in my house, bending over and stuff like that. That video that hit 1 million views. Like, that's why I'm still just doing it any way that I can.
that's something amazing that you just touched on, is that this is something you began in your youth and you were consistent with. How do you feel that they sort of taken recess out of the schools and those periods where kids, they might not have the time opportunities that you had to really learn about their bodies in that way?
I would say, yeah, that's why, me personally, I'm trying to do something. Like, I came home to work with the community, do other things, and because I know it's a pandemic and things like that. And then there's not a lot of Black contortionists and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of people don't know what their bodies can do. They're so quick to see what someone can do and because they never did it before, they say they can't do it. But in reality, you telling yourself you can't do it, so you're not going to do it. But to me, I tell myself I could do anything. Like, now I'm at that level where, yes, I tell myself I could do anything. Like, and if you tell yourself you can do it, then you're going to eventually do it because you got that mindset already. But if you say you can't do it, then you can't. But yeah, so I'm just trying to work with the community and stuff like that so that the kids and things learn what their bodies can do, and so no one's telling them they can't do it, or so they seeing it on social media and be like, ooh, I'm like just giving everybody a chance to try new things. And I feel like some people probably will, like, because me personally, like I said, it wasn't it started with school at first. I would say I used to get on YouTube as well. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I used to get on YouTube and I used to see like videos of rhythmic gymnastics, like Chinese girls hurting themselves, bending up and stuff like that. And that motivated me. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, so I can motivate someone else out there. Like, if they see, like, people comment, say they want to get up and stretch, like, and I want people like, hey, get up and do it too. Like, people telling me their child want to do what I'm doing, I'm like, yes, put her in gymnastics now. Like, I want everybody to do it.
I think that's so important. You know what the funny thing is? It's like, as I do these interviews, the same mindset keeps coming out that I find it so amazing. I'm drawn to these people who have your mindset. You literally
Mm-hmm.
can tell yourself you can do anything. And that's because you've come through the adversity that you've come through, and you've given yourself the self-confidence that you've come through. Now,
Mm-hmm.
outside of weight classes, I've taken some of your classes personally myself. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, I was nervous at first. You were
Yeah.
so comfortable and very knowledgeable what you do and did in the classes that we did, and I made a lot of progress in that period of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did really good.
Like I got my front split. I'm up here dropping it
Yeah.
low. And I think that's a very empowering thing. You know, we have two
Mm-hmm.
completely different body compositions, but like as a fluffy girl, I'm like, okay, am I gonna be able to do what she can do? And you made me feel comfortable enough to know that yes, I can. And
Yeah.
for that, I'm very grateful for you,
Mhm.
you know?
Yes, no, thank you. But yes, like, you definitely can. Like, that's why I say, I don't like when people say, oh, size plays a part in what I can do, because that's not the case to me. I haven't always even been this small, like, but yeah, it doesn't play a part at all. I feel like it's a mindset thing. That's something I always tell myself, it's a mind thing. Like, I see people who's I'm not at the level I even want to be at in flexibility. Like, it's way more that I want to come out of me that I want to do. Yes, and people always say it when I tell them I'm not where I want to be at. They be like, for real? But yes, like, it's other levels that I do want to reach and stuff like that. And when I see it, I be like, it just make me feel some type of way inside. And I tell myself, like, you can do that. And I used to actually look at some stuff back then and see if, I don't know if you know who I Am Stavana is, who worked with weights.
Yeah.
Yeah, she have classes and stuff. I used to see some things that she used to do, and I used to be like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. And my old dance coach, he used to be like, yes, you can. Like, he'd be like, you can do the same thing, sending me the videos. And I was like, no, I can't. Like, and then now to this day, like, I'm doing the same things that she was doing and stuff like that. Like, she was a big motivation to me too. Like, yeah,
I think
it's a
that's
mind thing. You just gotta tell yourself, like, you can do it. Like, you gotta have faith in yourself. And me, I'm a person who's connected with God. Like, long as me and him, like, I'm believing, then hey,
That's
just have that
everything.
faith.
Like, so what would you say is one of the things that people who are nervous to sort of explore this area, stretching and coaching, flexibility, which is what you do, you coach people over time to help them increase their flexibility. If they're nervous, what's somewhere you would have them start, or what's the best way for them to reach out to you and work with you if they want to work with you?
I'm very I like to communicate with people a lot. It to me, I know that some people it's just some stretch, it's just stretching to some people, but to me, I try and use like things that I do in stretching in my day-to-day life, like I told you about, for example, with the splits. If you let go, all your body weight go down instead of holding yourself up and stuff like that. If you let go, just let go and let God. Like, sometimes you just gotta let go and you're gonna progress. Like, it's other things too that I try and like remind myself, like, this plays a part in it. Like, I try and use like other like influencers. I try to be an actual real influencer, not just a social media influencer. I want people mind and things to be right, because that plays a part in yoga too. So it's just not stretching to me. Like, it's a mind thing as well. That goes back to the mind thing and how you think too. So I just want to communicate and let them know, so they know who I am genuinely, that there's nothing to be nervous about, that you got to start from somewhere, that I'm not going to judge or anything. Just get to know them get to know me, so that they can be comfortable. If you don't want any videos, just got to set those boundaries and things with people. Like, because hey, I love to record, but hey, if this person don't want to record, I'm not going to record them. Like,
That makes sense. And so right now you're based out of Jacksonville right now.
yes, but pretty soon, I plan on moving in a couple months. Yeah, by next year. But one thing for sure, because this is home, I will always come back home. I do want to eventually have something that has my name on it down here in Jacksonville.
Yes, ma'am. So for the next few months while you're here in Jacksonville, are people able to book your services?
Yes, for sure. I am redoing my site right now, but they definitely still can book. But I just want to redo everything on it so it looks a little better. Always changing the sites around, but yeah.
Yes. So we
You can
got
book a
virtual
private
option.
or virtual. I want to have I'm gonna have a group class coming up soon for like wine and stretch, because with the wine your body becomes more looser, you loosen up a little, have a good time, and you just doing stuff, living free.
Let's go. And then we also have the private one-on-one stretch sessions. I've done a few of those. I brought my friends to them and they are phenomenal. And in an hour, you can make a lot more progress than you think you will be able to make.
Yes, yes, you can. And that's why I tell some people, you don't even have to stretch for an hour some days. If you stretching for 10 minutes every day, that's something. You got to start from something. Like, something is always better than nothing.
That's true. And touching on representation a little bit more. So because you had representation like Stevana, you felt as though you had some targets and some goals that you could aim towards. Do you feel like with what you do now, because I know you go out to the park sometimes and do stretches, you've been inside of other group settings and looking to do competitions. Do you, in the audience, do you see a lot of young girls and boys who look like you? That have you had those conversations before?
Are you saying that's in like doing the same thing that I'm doing?
They're just interested in what you're doing, like young Black boys and girls who are interested in what you're doing.
Not really. I would say around my age group. And that's something that motivates me too. When I look at those women, I be like, wow. Like, and some people question me. They be like, are you still going to be dancing when you're 30? I'm like, yeah, my body can do it. And I see a girl on P Valley. I don't know if you watched that show, but the star of the show, she's 37. I didn't even know that. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can still be doing these things at that age. Like, but yeah, I have met I talked to Kayla G a little bit on TikTok, but you know, with networking, especially with those people who travel a lot, like, so you got to find a time to connect with certain people. But I do have a friend who's around my age. She just started back doing what I'm doing. She's really flexible like me as well. She's actually retraining herself as well right now, getting back to doing, because like I said, that friend who I was doing it with in 6th grade, we started doing it together at the same time, and we both stopped. I went off to Daytona, and she started doing hair, and she does great hair in Jacksonville. She did my hair. You go with her Hair by Queen Prodigy on Instagram. But yeah, she will be doing twerk classes and start doing things like that. I came back home to connect with her as well and stuff like that. So yeah, she's been getting back into the flexible world as well.
And then I did want you to go over some of the retraining that you had to do for yourself. You shared with me in one of the classes that we had together that there was a period of time where you had an injury and you had to relearn how to stretch all over again.
Yes. So when I first in 2020 when they first got me on TikTok, I became addicted. Like, if I remember my first TikTok video, like, I'm like, I felt like TikTok was made for me. Like, and I started making videos back to back. And I used to get up every day, like, okay, like, I'm finna record this. Like, these people liking me and stuff, and I like this too. Like, so started recording, and I went outside one day, and it's a move that I've been doing so long, forever. It's just a toe touch into a straddle. My foot got jammed when I tried to go from a toe touch, and it's just landing straight down from a toe touch to a straddle. It got jammed into like the grass, and my leg kind of twisted, and my knee had a knee injury. And I'm usually the type of person to get right back up and do it all over again, but I couldn't. Like, something told me, like, I thought I was about to, but when I stood up, I had to go in the house, and I tried to sit in a split. Something that's so easy for me became, not so easy. Even I have old videos of me trying to do leg extensions and me falling to the ground, my leg buckling and shaking. And I was known for, if it was a competition to hold that leg up, I'm going to hold that leg like to the end, to the longest. Like, I was just so disappointed in myself. Like, I was sad, not about the injury, just that I couldn't even do what I've been doing and what I love to do so much. So that made me go even harder. Like, it did make me go even harder and stuff. I did sit down for a little bit afterwards. Even though I kept trying to get back up, people like, no, you need to heal. Like, I didn't want to mess up my leg before it healed, like before the injury healed. So I basically used to sit and do leg exercises. At first, I started off just squeezing my leg, trying to do some like knee therapy, looking at YouTube. I'm a self-taught person. I would go to YouTube quick. Like, I went to YouTube and started looking at the little therapy sessions. I was doing the therapy sessions. After a couple months, started right back doing exercises for the knees first, like squats and stuff, just trying to build up that strength in the knee. And then eventually stretching all over again, doing those things. And because I had already strengthened that knee so much, it wasn't as hard no more, but it still wasn't as best as I knew I could do. So it just was a retraining thing, like, just kept getting up every day doing the same thing so I could do it again. So that just shows you right there, like, to me, that was just like, I went back to level 1, and then that consistency and that grind just helped me get back to where I wanted to be.
What I find in mastery, I know I really do think that the people that I meet that become friends with me, like, I value you so much, and I think you're so phenomenal at your craft that characteristic inside of you that I see in other people that really excel at what they do is that consistency. Like even on days that you might not want to do it, even on days that you might not feel your best, you're like, I have to keep pushing.
Yeah.
And I know that you're going to be more flexible. I know you're going to hit your targets and your goals. You're going to be doing this well decades down the road because it's your passion. And the fact that you've chosen to teach other people your skill set and how to do this, and you empower people and make them feel comfortable in their skin. I'm honored to know you, and I'm really excited to see what you're going to do in the future. I really, really am.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So the last thing I really wanted to touch on was some of the other services that you offer. In addition to flexibility training, what are some other things that you're looking to get into or looking to do inside of your community?
So, besides flexibility, I also have been doing yoga. The last thing I just went to was an aerial class that is with the aerial silk scarves where they're hanging that you see it at the circus and things, they climb and roll down them, and pole as well, and then a lyra hoop as well. I want to learn how to do all of those gymnastic things so that I can eventually teach those things too. Like, because, and the thing is, I progress so fast in those things when I learn them because I already have some type of dance experience, and then that I'm already been watching the videos of people and stuff too. So I already see the videos and stuff. So I already have like a little knowledge to it, and I just be ready. Like I have adrenaline pumping, and then down the line, I also want to have like to my site, I want to add like a monthly package so that you can have just have your consistency time and things like that. So yeah, I'm also going to add videos and things as well. So how-to videos and stuff. So for tricks and things that people want to learn how to do, not just flexibility tricks, but pole tricks and other things too. Because everybody may not want to take that class, and some people may just want to teach themselves like how I did from a video. Might not be a person don't want to talk to people. Everybody's not like that.
Let's see. I'm just up here pulling up your social media so people can follow you. I see you got Twitter. Let me share my screen right quick. So I see you have a Twitter here. So on your social medias, it's just one E.
No, not all of them. What I can say, if you type in 2 E's, it's still gonna pop up because you see how the header of it is with the 2 E's. It's originally was 2 E's for every social media, but then when I lost some pages and had to make another one, I had to do the 1 E. And my brand has always been Salute Bree.
There it goes. So y'all, if you do connect with her and reach out, she's never gonna message you random things or things like that. Always try to connect through her official web pages because there's been a lot of people duping and cloning pages all over the place lately. So just be careful and vet that you're actually talking to Bree when you're talking to her. Let's see. And then I wanted to pull up your IG. So let me pull that up right quick.
My TikTok wasn't on there.
Let me see. I can pull that up as well. Here we go. And how many followers do you have on TikTok now?
217K.
Good. Y'all, good Lord. That's like 8 small cities put together. Oh my God. Here we go. Here's
I've been on my website, it's so many countries even that I don't even know the name or never heard of before coming and visiting. I'll be so surprised.
There we go. Here's her IG. Salute Bree with 1 E on here. Yes, ma'am. The flexibility on point. On point. Come on, y'all. And then let me see if I can pull up TikTok from my desktop. Let's see. But y'all definitely connect with her, engage with her content.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to start getting on YouTube more as well.
Yes. I think that would be great. Here we go. I think this is, let me just verify. because TikTok is a whole nother animal for me. I've downloaded, I've played with it, but here we go. Search accounts. But I'm super excited to watch your journey, and I'm looking forward to doing more classes with you. I already want to come back to my friend Lee that I brought. Here we go. I found you. My friend Lee that I brought wants to bring her mom and her cousin. Here we go. Right here. Look at. Come on now. I love these bright colors. I think bright colors look so amazing on brown skin.
Yes, a lot of people starting to tell me that they love the bright colors.
Because it's just so beautiful. But y'all definitely follow her pages, connect. And I definitely want you to, if you're in the Jacksonville area while she's here for the next few months, please take advantage of her classes. Come in, get some stretching, some flexibility coaching, be it virtual or in person. Right now, based off of the north side. So yeah, come get this work. Come get this work. And I'm looking forward to taking more classes as well. So thank you so much, Bree, for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it so much.
Of course, I think you continue to be an inspiration for women, just to let us know the scope of possibilities with our bodies and the mindset above everything. I've interviewed so many different types of people, and people ask me about that. The whole intent of Digital Green Book. A green book is a list of people in the community that I trust and I feel like have amazing skill sets. So I interview people from all backgrounds, be it crypto, be it trading, be it flexibility, be it marijuana. Like my next interview I'm interviewing a marijuana nurse who literally goes into communities and helps advocate for people to get their pain to a manageable level. I know so many amazing people, so I want to take time to have conversations with individuals like yourself because I think there's so much beauty in what you do. I really do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us today. And again, that's salutebree.com. The website is Salute Bree with 2 E's. And then I showed all the social media, so please connect with her. Have a great day.
Bye.